What's up everyone, this is Cyberknight 8610, and today we're gonna open up the brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Fire King's Structure Deck. Yes, of course, Konami sent me this early, so big thank you to them, of course. And of course, this Structure Deck will be released for OTS stores on Wednesday, December 6th, and it will have a general release on Friday, December 8th. So just so you guys know the release dates on this product. And basically, it is one of the reloaded Structure Decks. So you may remember, God, I don't remember what year exactly, Fire Kings had a Structure Deck back in the day. And this is a remastered version, a reloaded version, where basically they have new cards for Fire Kings now, and it's an upgrade to that original Structure Deck, as we've seen in the past with a lot of different Structure Decks and stuff too. So it's really cool to see new Fire King support, of course, a really powerful archetype, and one that kind of is like, well, goes with like being a phoenix, where basically they destroy themselves and they come back to life, basically, and rinse and repeat. So it kind of has that whole thing on that. So they're really cool. Of course, a Structure Deck always has the same cards in it. I don't believe anything is random in this. You get like your playmat, you get your cards and everything to play. Also, the price will be $11.99, so basically I still plan to buy, 3 of these and actually build like a budget deck profile. So expect that sometime around the actual release date, I'll pick up 2 more of these and maybe we can do some kind of budget deck profile or something like that. But again, remember, it is $11.99 for this price, of course, US. So anyway, let's go on ahead, open this up and see what we get, okay? Like I said, it's not random or anything on that, but you guys will still know what cards are good and what to look out for, basically, on this. And I feel like, too, the packaging is a little slimmer now, too. It doesn't have, like, the big piece of plastic in it. It has, like, this little thing, though, that's keeping the cards. There we go. Is that everything? Yeah. There's, like, a little tab in there that holds the cards, keeping them from just, like, falling out, basically. Keeps them secure, and actually held it in pretty well, because I had a hard time. But here is, of course, the playmat with the new, like, upgraded monsters and everything, too, on it. And then, on the other side, like with any Structure Deck, you have, like, your card list, talking about different combos, with, like, even some of the older cards, too. Different sets that you could pick up to help upgrade the deck, like Duelist Nexus, Age of Overlord, which are currently the newest sets. And then, of course, even Photon Hypernova and Cyberstorm Access. A little bit of talks about that. But even, like I said, I like how it goes through the older cards of the original Fire King Structure Deck and kind of gives you an idea of, okay, this is what's upgraded, this is what we still have, that kind of info, And let's get through this plastic real quick. Alright, so here we go, we got to the cards. So first up we have Sacred Fire King Garunix. That is our new cover card, our, I guess, pretty much boss monster. There's kind of like 2 boss monsters really for the deck, really, on that. But anyway, it's an upgraded version of Garunix, and its effect is, if your monsters that were originally fired were destroyed by battle or card effects, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when a monster was destroyed, or hand, even if not. If this card is normal or special summon, you can destroy one Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monster in your hand, deck, or face up on the field, except for this card. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to half of the destroyed monster's attack that it had there until the end of this turn. You can only activate each of these effects once per turn. So basically, kind of like the other one and all that too, it keeps reviving itself like a phoenix, and then also it can get some really serious attack. Of course, too, you guys should be able to see the effects on screen. I think my camera quality is good enough, but I figured I'd read through some of these, even summarize them to kind of go through the cards. That way you know what to expect and what they do, okay? We also have Fire King High Avatar Kirin. You might remember Kirin, that was an original card from the Structure Deck. Well, here's an upgraded version, okay? Let's see. First off, I do want to point out it has 200 defense, so Rekindling. We'll get to that later, but it's good with 200 defense fire monsters. Anyway, during the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can destroy one other fire monster you control or face up on the field, and if you do, special summon this card. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Fire King monster from your hand or graveyard, except this card. You can only destroy one card, then you can destroy one card on the field. You can only activate each effect of this card once per turn. So you have more of a destruction effect on this one. Very nice and really pretty artwork. I like the flames on these. Also, we have Fire King Avatar Rangbali. This one is one of the newer monsters. Of course, you see him over there on the playmat. Anyway, if a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by card effect, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a spell or trap card effect is activated while this card is on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy one other fire monster in your hand or face up on the field. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So this is more of a card that can help you deal with like spells and stuff, so helps you negate those activations, which will obviously help you out, and again, 200 defense if you noticed. Also, Fire King Sanctuary. When this card is activated, you can place one Fire King Island from your deck face up on the field zone. Once per turn, if a card on your field zone would be destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy one fire monster in your hand or face up on the field instead. Once per turn, if your opponent special summons a monster, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, Xyz summon one Fire Xyz monster using only Fire King monsters you control. You can only activate this once per turn. Basically, it's a searcher to get the field spell, which was the Fire King Island. That was like a new card, of course, with the original structure deck. And then, obviously, yeah, it has a good way to go for the Xyz as well. Alright, then after that, we have the new Xyz monster, which is Garunix Eternity Hyang of the Fire Kings. So yeah, new Xyz monster for them. It's a rank 8, looks amazing. Like, I really like the artwork of this one. Here, of course, requires 2 level 8 monsters to Xyz summon into it, so it is actually generic. And its effect is, if this card is Xyz summoned, you can destroy all other cards on the field. You can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one spell or trap card in the field, destroy it, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack. If this card is destroyed while it has a material, you can special summon one Fire King monsters from your graveyard up to the number of materials that this card had. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. So basically, it can power itself up, I mean, it can help you destroy more stuff, and basically revive itself as well. You know, like you can go for more Fire Kings afterwards and stuff. So really cool on that, and I really like the artwork though. That's like one of the coolest things about it. I feel like just all that fire, it looks amazing. So I believe that was all of our ultra rares. We have a super rare starting off here, which is a Fire King Skyburn. It's a quick play. Target a number of Fire King monsters you control and cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If a Fire King card you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. So a destruction card that can also protect your cards. And of course, this is, you can only use it like once per turn or whatever on the effects. But either way, really good. I like cards like that after they're used in the graveyard, they can still have another use. So being able to protect your monsters, really good, obviously. Then we have Echelon of the Fire Kings, a normal trap card. Special summon 3 fire monsters, 1 beast warrior, and 1 winged beast, 1 each from your hand, deck, and graveyard, but their effects are negated. Also destroy them during the end phase. You can banish this card from your graveyard this turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when you normal or special summon Fire King monsters. You can only activate each effect of this card once per turn. Basically a way to swarm the field with more Fire Kings. Really, and then again, you have that effect where it's in the graveyard, it can help you protect your stuff even more. So, again, I like cards that do that, and, again, a really pretty card, too. I like seeing all the flames. Like, basically, it's the boss monsters, you know, like Grunix, Kirin, and, the monkey one. I can't think of his name right now already. This dude. I don't have them all memorized yet. You can basically, like, go for them, it looks like, with that, because the Beast Warrior, Winged Beast, and Beast type. So, very cool to see that. And we have Legendary Fire King Ponix. This is, again, one of the new cards. I think we saw it like in an older card artwork a long time ago, but it finally has its own monster card where it's a baby version of Garunix. Level 1 Winged Beast, let's see. If your monster was originally fire, is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Fire King spell or trap from your deck to your hand. During your next standby phase, after this card was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, add this card from the graveyard to your hand. You can only activate each effect of this card once per turn. So a little bit of a searcher and an easy monster to get to your hand to activate more effects. So pretty simple on that, and one that kind of gets the ball rolling, I guess, basically is the best way to put it. So, as it should. I mean, it's the baby version of Grunix. Then you have, I believe everything else is reprints. So we have one of the original Grunix, Fire King Avatar. You got Yugioh as well. That was a good one. Original Kirin. You get Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos, because we do have this card again. And Burner as well. Coach Captain Bearman. Pretty good older card for fire decks, too. Same with Coach Soldier Wolfbark. I remember when those were used quite a bit. True King Agni Mazad, which is a really good True King. Infernal Flame Emperor. You may remember this card from the original fire structure deck from... It was like the third or fourth one that was ever released, so it's been quite a bit ago. Dogoran, my flame kaiju. Kaijus are always good. The Blazing Mars. Bonfire Colossus. Sacred Phoenix of Nethys, another like boss monster basically for fire archetypes. Let's see, Royal Firestorm Guards. Spirit of Flames. Fencing Fire Ferrets. Firebrand Hymnist. Alpha, which is a pretty good reprint. We saw it in the Rarity Collection. Drone Lockbird, another one of the bigger reprints of this. Still a very good hand trap card and just useful, so probably one of the biggest reprints, I would say. Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Circle of the Fire Kings, that's the one that has, the little baby version of Grunix. We've had that, I believe, for a while. Rekindling, which is, like I said, that's the card that helps you bring out your fire monsters with 200 defense. That's usually how a lot of fire monsters are. They have 200 defense, so you can just use this and just start bringing them out. So, pretty crazy on that. It's always been a good card. Fire Formation 10 Key, same with that, just always been good. Dark Hole, Trade-In, always useful. Herald of the Abyss, a really nice reprint as well. Flameville Counter, I've heard some good things about this lately too. Let's see, Spiritual Fire Art, Chain Destruction, Torrential Tribute, Solemn Judgment, always good. Infinite Impermanence, always good. I mean, again, that's like with Drone Lockbird, probably two of the bigger reprints. Power Sink Stone, it's been a while since I've seen that. Then we have Coach King Giant Trainer, a really good XC monster that hasn't seen a reprint in quite a while. Was it Number Hunters? I think it was Number Hunters originally, and so it got kind of tough to find, so now getting a reprint is very good. Diamond Dire Wolf, again, just a good XC that I haven't really seen in a while, so still useful. Heat to the Fire Charmer, which is just good with anything fire. Then we have the original Fire King High Avatar Grunix. That was kind of the cover card for the original structure deck back in the day. And then Fire King Avatar Arvada as well. And Fire King Island, your field spell, which of course you're going to want to have too. So, yeah, that's the structure deck. What do you guys think about this structure deck? For me, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's kind of simple and to the point. If you want to build Fire Kings, it's the one to pick up. You get 3 of these, you can build something pretty powerful. And I've heard a lot of good things, too, about Fire Kings as well. They were pretty powerful back in the day, and seeing some upgrades for them, I think will definitely push them forward. So it is one of those decks, too, that has, it's kind of the structure decks that I like, where it has some good reprints in it, which is nice, Drone Lockbird and Permanence and all that, but it is a deck that isn't just about the reprints. Like, the new cards are good. If you want to build this, you want to try to build something a little bit budget-friendly as well, or whatever, to be able to build a deck, maybe you're getting into Yugioh or something, you can buy 3 of these pretty easy and build something very powerful. Let me know what you guys think about it down in those comments below. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Konami for sending this to me. And like I said, when it's released, I will probably pick up a couple more, and we'll do at least a budget deck profile, I'm sure. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.